Hello, my name is Peter Lear, City Manager for the City of Northport. Annually, the City Manager gives a State of the City address, detailing all of the accomplishments the city has achieved. This year, we'd like to take it online for all residents to see. Thank you for taking the time to listen and learn about our city. One of the many exciting endeavors the city is taking on is the coming of the Atlanta Braves spring training facility. This and several other projects show the economic health of the city of Northport. The completion of the Suncoast Technical College, the Braves, a new aquatic center, and several other projects will contribute to a more educated, entertaining, and interesting place to live, work, and grow a business. The growth, in turn, has helped to boost values. For the fourth year in a row, we have seen an increase in property value. This year, it went up by 12.62%. Our fiscal year 2018 budget saw a decrease in our property tax rate from 3.47 to 3.4 mils. No change in our fire assessment, a decrease in our solid waste assessment with an increase in the road and drainage district assessment. For the third straight year, we have ensured that we are not using our savings to pay for our daily expenditures. Back to baseball for a moment, the Atlanta Braves are indeed bringing their spring training facility to Northport. This is probably the most buzzworthy development for the city in many years. A joint venture with Sarasota County and the West Villages Improvement District, the 8,000-seat capacity stadium and training facility is projected to provide 300 jobs and boost tourism in our area. The city contributed $4.7 million to the more than $100 million project. It should be open in time for the 2019 spring training season, bringing with it the potential for new business. Our Economic Development Division has been hard at work securing business growth in our community while making sure our mom and pops continue their successes. The Economic Development team works hard to maintain business retention by stopping in to local businesses or making phone calls to see if there's anything they can do to assist them. The Chamber sponsors a monthly workshop called Lunch and Learn, where business owners can attend at no cost with a different topic of discussion each month. The team is also working on an entrepreneurial program that will start up in 2018. Economic Development is dedicated to helping small businesses both inside and outside, literally. The Facade Improvement Program is a grant program put in place for businesses in a targeted area along US 41. The aim of the program is to create a cohesive and cleaned up look for businesses along our main thoroughfare. The city is celebrating the first building to use the allocation, and hopefully more will follow soon. Thinking larger, Northport was named one of the best places for manufacturing by Southern Business and Development magazine in 2017. MTI Equipment, which will be open for business in the Commerce Park sometime in the summer or fall of 2018. King Plastic Corporation, the city's largest manufacturer, will be finishing their new building and eventually adding roughly 100 new jobs to their existing 160 employees. The Finance Department goes above and beyond to ensure our city is economically sound. The department has received the Distinguished Budget Award from the Government Finance Officers Association every year for the last decade, and an Achievement of Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association. The fiscal year 2018 budget is roughly $140 million, with large projects like the Braves, the Aquatic Center, and the Price Widening Project contributing. The budget was adopted without using fund balance in the general fund for recurring expenditures. From those who watch over the money to those who watch over our streets, the Northport Police Department continues to bring home the bacon as well. In a recent ranking conducted by Safe Homes organization, the city of Northport was named the #2 safest city in Florida with a population over 50,000. This comes as no surprise. Crime in the city of Northport is down 10% in comparison to the previous 3-year average. We contribute the decline to our community surrounding law enforcement organizations and staff members. The department completed the reaccreditation process with Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation and will be recommended for Excelsior status in February. The city hired a use of force expert to provide training and an independent review of officers' responses to resistance and continuous transparency as a checks and balance measure. This ensures the department is operating within the best practices of law enforcement. The police department has participated in many noteworthy events, including the Shop with the Cop program, Operation Santa Surprise, National Night Out, Coffee with a Cop, and many others. The Northport Police Department mascot, Justice, made numerous appearances at the local elementary schools and special events. Justice was named through a competition with the area schools and had a Facebook vote. The city has received numerous awards for its social media efforts in engaging the community and solving crime. An example includes 2017 Best Use of Facebook Award, In 2017, our page had a reach of 5.5 million. The Fire Rescue Department continues to deliver top-notch service. Crews responded to 7,792 total incident calls from January 1 through December 31, 2017. The department is rated an ISO 1 operation and one of only a handful in the country that has obtained that designation. This helps the insurance rating of every resident and business owner. Despite the prestigious ISO 1 rating, the department is always looking for improvements. Fire Rescue conducted a study in 2017 to research what residents think of us and how we can do better, protect and serve the community. 2017 was a year of new for Fire Rescue, adding a new fire station, trucks, and employees. Fire Station 85 on North Biscayne Boulevard was officially opened in October. The station was dedicated to Christina Doyle, a crew member who lost her life due to leukemia in 2015. Crews responded to the Raintree wildfire, which sparked in May. 3,500 acres burned and the event lasted over 7 days. Thanks to the arduous work of the responders, no homes were damaged. While not responding to emergencies in the city, fire rescue members participated in over 130 educational events this year at festivals, schools, clubs, businesses, city-sponsored functions, and at permitted functions. There were nearly 9,000 interactions with our little ones. Our emergency management division was tested this year with Hurricane Irma. It made landfall in the Florida Keys as a Category 4 hurricane and later made a second landfall as a Category 3 storm on Marco Island. Northport was fortunate enough to miss the major wrath of Irma. Though the storm wasn't strong near us, it showed the strength of our community. Before Irma even arrived, our city was recertified as a storm-ready community by the National Weather Service through the efforts of emergency management. Our Emergency Management Division Chief conducted hurricane preparedness talks for approximately 12 homeowner or community groups. Additionally, risk staff worked with FEMA and Fire Rescue to assess damage and prepare for any needed repairs. During the storm, Fire Rescue coordinated preparation, response, and recovery for all city departments before, during, and after. Included in the planning was our police department, which manned all the shelters located throughout the city. Post-storm, solid waste collected household and yard waste storm debris from September 15th to November 5th. Household collection was estimated at nearly 2.4 million pounds of material and 10,000 pounds of recyclable material. In Northport, we value our green space and work hard to protect the environment. Public Works Department is leading the charge. The Solid Waste Division's new recycling bin program has motivated more residents to recycle than ever before. In April, the division decreased the landfill tonnage by 180 tons, and in June collected an additional 112 tons of recyclable material over the previous year. They have collected 6,200 tons for the year. The selling of recycled material keeps every resident and business owner's bill lower. Because of all the hard work in advertising this program, the department won 2 national awards: 2017 Best Recycling Public Education Program from the National Waste and Recycling Association, and the Silver Excellence Award in the Awareness Campaign from the Solid Waste Association of North America. Back to the stats. The department rehabilitated an equivalent of 701 football fields of roadside swales and 829 football fields of retention ditches. Additionally, 6,000 linear feet of roadway, culvert, and outfall pipes were replaced to provide a positive flow of stormwater. The 2017 road bond and routine maintenance contract with Preferred Materials continues. As part of the road bond project, over 60 miles of roadway have already been resurfaced. As part of the routine maintenance project, approximately 31 miles of roadway have been repaired. The total contract cost is just over $17.5 million. The engineering division celebrated accomplishments as well. A ribbon cutting was held for the completion of the Biscayne Drive Median Improvement Project. The project included new curbing, plants, irrigation, and landscaping on South Biscayne Drive between Alighton Drive and Safford Terrace, totaling about 1.5 miles. The Utilities Department has been flowing through many projects and improvements this year, creating a waterfall of achievements. But enough of the punny jokes. Check out these numbers. Over 1.3 billion gallons of water provided to our customers this year, over 800 million gallons of wastewater treated, nearly 20,000 completed work orders, and over 250,000 meters read. The department continued work on several projects, including the Aquifer Storage and Recovery Project, wastewater plant improvements, US 41 FDOT road widening project, and many more. Staff completed the deep injection well pump replacement, as well as the completion of the water treatment plant chemical feed and piping improvements project. Several large West Villages inspections were completed, along with inspections at the new Suncoast Technical College, Suncoast Plaza, Tuscola Commons, and many other sites. Speaking of West Villages, utilities staff have been working with engineers from the West Villages Improvement District on the design of a new wastewater treatment facility. Now that we have all the infrastructure in place, let's talk about what's being built in the city. Our Neighborhood Development Services Department's Building Division issued 1,036 new residential permits from October 1, 2016 to September 30th of this year. In the same time frame, 59 commercial and 7,119 miscellaneous permits were doled out. Along with this, 40,059 inspections were performed. The Property Maintenance Division completed around 5,000 general and 247 special event work orders, enhancing and supporting city facilities and events. Staff repaved the War Mineral Springs parking lot, painted and added landscaping at the Family Service Center, and completed several more projects. Property Standards performed nearly 6,000 initial inspections, and by interacting with and educating residents, inspectors closed about 93% of the cases without needing further action. Planning and Zoning continues to plan and zone. The Cocoa Plum commercial development was approved for expansion last year, adding 24,413 additional square feet to house Peach River Medical Center and Kirkland's. The department also worked with many applications to assist new businesses moving to Northport, including 7-Eleven, Wawa, Heartland Dental, Circle K, Heron Creek Animal Hospital, and many more. Let's dive into the General Services Department. We've celebrated several park improvements this year, including the multi-purpose fields at Butler Park and several improvements at other various parks. We didn't forget about our four-legged friends, as 16 parks were deemed pet-friendly by the City Commission and pet-friendly way stations were installed. For the 8th year in a row, Northport was deemed a Playful City USA. This designation is due to our city's continued emphasis on play. Now, I love swings, slides, and monkey bars as much as the next person, but let's talk about another fun pastime, especially in Florida: swimming. In May, the City Commission approved a design to develop an aquatic center at Butler Park. The proposed design includes a 25-meter stretch pool, lazy river, kids' activity pool, 2 slides, a bowl slide, and much, much more. We're in the design stages, and the estimated $12 million project should begin construction in the not-so-distant future. We also continue to make improvements at War Mineral Springs. The park, which boasts 87-degree mineral-rich waters, received a facelift last year. The property now has new signs, a newly paved parking lot, new lifeguard stands, and more. Staff is considering proposals to develop a master plan for the entire site, including rehabilitation of the existing buildings next to the springs. Our Social Services Division continues to serve those in our community who need it most. There were 473 services provided or processed last year to our residents. Social Services helps our public in need. Within the city, a division many of us use for help is IT. One of the largest projects the division took on in the last year was a complete upgrade of the city's phone system. The system consolidated the overall annual cost, including the annual maintenance, end user devices, and networking. This calendar year, the city has been upgrading hardware in the commission chambers to provide better video capture and streaming. You can now even watch our meetings live on YouTube. IT will be working with the clerk's office to implement a public information request system that will allow the public to submit requests online. There's dozens more which you'll see soon. Our North Report app, powered by C-Click-Fix, helped to close over 1,600 submissions, which included reports of debris, illegal parking, noise complaints, tree trimming, and dozens more. These accomplishments so far wouldn't have been possible without one of the newest departments, Human Resources. 114 new employees were added to the workforce in 2017, bringing the total employee count to 577 employees at the end of December. Per the Commission's direction, HR staff worked with a consultant to complete a compensation and classification study to review city jobs across the different departments and was implemented October 1st. Our people are who make the city run. We want them to run well. Wellness initiatives expanded to include focus on mental wellness and healthy lifestyle activities. A safety and wellness fair was held in November to distribute important information about employee benefits and resources. A benchmarking study will also take place after the new year to compare city employee health benefits with other government agencies. Now to the City Attorney's Office. We have a new lineup in the department with a new city attorney and assistant city attorney. The office helped in completing the Atlanta Braves deal, worked on the medical marijuana dispensary ordinance, and assisted the Price Boulevard widening property acquisitions, to name a few. The City Clerk's Office received 1,300 requests in fiscal year 16-17. The office is working on implementing a new system for records management, which, among other things, will allow residents to submit requests online. This year, staff held the first Sunshine Law and Public Records training for all city employees. Okay, now the Communication Division. Many people are unaware that our Communications Division handles outreach for the city, including police and fire. In 2017, the city and police had a reach of more than 10.5 million on their Facebook pages alone. It was another award-winning year. The Northport Police Department was recognized for the work being done on social media. As mentioned, the Best Use of Facebook in the Country Award for the PD. Also in 2017, a government social media organization awarded the city with the best social media policy in the country. The same organization also named the police department as a finalist for the best overall social media strategy across the USA. The city is using the tools available to help solve crime and keep people safe and informed. During Hurricane Irma, we used social media to reach millions. We were also able to open an emergency call center which received 3,792 calls, and more than 28,000 people used our hurricane information section on the city's award-winning website. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and the city website. While this snapshot of our achievements is impressive, there is much more we have accomplished in the past year and will accomplish in the next calendar year. On behalf of the Commission and all the city employees, we'd like to thank you, the residents of Northport, for your continued support. We will continue to work hard to make Northport a city where you can achieve anything.